One of the best ways to come up with proven startup SaaS tool ideas is to use Reddit. People tend to speak very honestly on Reddit and vent their frustrations and ask for help in their various really niche subreddits. So you can use that to really pinpoint people's problems and build a solution for them where you know there's proven demand. And a few weeks ago, I started putting together this sort of mega spreadsheet. I wanted to keep just listing all the ideas I could come up with to help other people or maybe build some of these ideas myself. And I was working my way through the parenting subreddits to see what was bothering people and see if there were solutions we could build. So you can see them sort of briefly here. But then I thought, rather than try to do all of this manually, is there a way we could use AI? And I've seen other people use something called there is a tool called Gummy Search, but then it's like you have to pay $50 more, and honestly I'm drowning in AI subscriptions at the moment. So then I was like, okay, can we use perhaps ChatGPT? So I put this prompt together, and I've basically going to see how we'll have a look now. I haven't done this before. Can we use deep research to come up with some great proven micro SaaS ideas? So I wrote this prompt. I want to come up with proven micro SaaS ideas and tools I can build. This requires finding people's pain points and problems which they're struggling with. Then we know from the start that the tool or SaaS will solve a specific problem. It's pre-validated. Can you research Reddit for problems and pain points that could be solved with a micro SaaS tool? And then I decided I wanted to niche down and see. I want to focus on the parenting niche. So we're going to run that prompt, and it's going to come back and ask some questions. But I've come up with some from my own research and my own reading of problems. Some quite cool ones in there, I think. What have we got? A co-parenting budget spending tracker, some sort of sleep deprivation alert or tracker or prompter for parents. But I want to see how AI comes back and compare that and actually go through to see if there are any good ideas in here worth building. So we're going to go and answer some of these questions. Are you looking for focus on a specific age group? And actually I'm going to use dictation to do this bit as well because it's just a bit quicker. So I'm not looking to focus on any specific age group. Any sort of parents would do. Preferably digital tools that I can turn into a little SaaS product or platform for people to use rather than physical resources. There are no specific themes I'm sort of partial to, and you can use a selection of subreddits. So we can stay quite broad in our initial research here. So as you can see, you can actually dictate your thoughts, which is a great way to prompt ChatGPT as well. So you can see it's literally just written my prompt down for me and answered my questions. So you can actually just speak off the top of your head to ChatGPT as well about what you're thinking and get that to build your prompt for you, especially for your deep research when you've got a lot of things you want to look at. Okay, so it's gone away and done its research. It actually took 6 minutes. I skipped that bit because we didn't want to sit and watch it, and done 157 different searches. And this is what it's come back with, basically. What have we got here? So it's actually gone and done pain points and solutions for them. And it's actually linked the Reddit and the problem in there. So you can see the first one is infant sleep disruption. Many parents report severe sleep problems with their babies and toddlers. This leads to extreme exhaustion and actually pulling out the problem for people. So its solution is a lightweight sleep tracker schedule app for babies. Parents can log naps and feeds, and the AI and the app can have basic analytics and suggestions. So it's not just a tracker. It's actually going to help them find patterns and suggestions that they might not have been aware of in a baby's sleep schedule and times and when it's eating and anything that they're doing prior to potential nap time that is triggering poor sleep. And you can actually go and see where it's pulled its research from. This is really cool, actually. This is where it's pulled its research from. And you can see, look, literally, baby won't sleep, I'm going insane. This would be the angle for your marketing copy as well, wouldn't it? This is perfect. I'm begging for any advice or help here. So this is a person who's got a real severe problem. They're looking for anything they can to try and solve it. And you can see in here, I've even paid for a membership to something else. So they're ready to pay for stuff. They're desperate. They're ready to pay for stuff. So if you can find a useful solution, they're more than likely going to actually start paying to at least try it out. Hopefully you do a good job and you provide a great. So you can see that's an idea born straight out of two people's problems here. Toddler tantrums and behavior. Tantrums are a constant headache. We all know that's a problem. Again, we've got the Reddit thread and a really big comment here from someone as to the mistakes they're making and why I typically start with validating my chat and some of the ways they solve it. So the solution here is a potential behavior tracker where parents log tantrums. A lot of these are looking like trackers actually that are going to help people spot patterns. So you could actually build several apps into one, I guess, both the sleep tracker and the tantrum tracker, to see like what is setting them off. You can see here every time a sibling starts TV or child tantrums come, you can log everything in there, and then AI could suggest calming prompts or emotional chart activities that can be do, or just try to track when an outburst happens and why, to get ahead of it for parents. What else have we got? We've got chore management. This was actually one I came up with on my app that was like a tokenized economy app. A tokenized economy is just a reward system in the form of fake currency, stickers, or points, teaching parent to create an effective economy with their child to result in quick and significant improvement in their behavior. Even when a child aren't having behavioral issues, it could encourage more positive behaviors. You can see that's a similar thing, I think, to what this is coming up here, that a micro app that has a kid-friendly chore chart app that gives them tasks and they can mark it off and simply approve them, but you could actually award them with points and badges and fun animations to try and gamify the situation as well. I think that was a similar one as well I came up with for all sorts of things in here. I had a Tamagotchi self-care pet app. There's one I've seen that's marketed at adults, but getting an app on a phone that, a lot of kids have phones these, that's like a self-care app, so they take care of this like Tamagotchi style animal creature in their phone, and to take care of it they have to perform actions in their real life, such as, I don't know, brushing their teeth or whatever that is, and log it in the app to be able to actually keep the little animation alive and healthy, just like doing it for themselves, basically. This one I really like, co-parent coordination, that spotted it. I had that in my list of ideas, which I'd picked out as well. So almost this is like I've gone through and had some ideas, and AI is helping to validate them as well. Had a co-parenting app where you could track. Let's get rid of that one. And share information about like who's done what with their kids, their schedules. So a co-parent organizer where there's a calendar, a messaging app that's just for the co-parents, rather than having to expose old diaries or interlink Google calendars and things. Doctor's appointments, custody days, permission notes, all that sort of things. Just a really simple co-parenting app that you could even probably track budgets in there as well, how much each parent is spending, what they bought the kid, to try and have a fair system so everyone knows who's doing what, and you can see, I guess who's actually holding up their end of the bargain in co-parenting. I really like that. There's also, what else have we got further down this list that because I ran it again to get more ideas. Carpooling, organizing that. The other one I had was that this didn't find actually, was a daily password or code, almost like two-factor authentication for your kids. I saw this Reddit post that was about having family password for emergencies, that it was always the same. But one of the problems was the kid maybe telling, or like maybe there's a custody battle or something, and other people knowing the password. And it was a way of having an app that both, or everyone in your circle, or the people that you'd want them to pick up from school, or that sort of thing, maybe even interlink it with schools somehow, would have access to the same app, and it would present them the same code, and it would change every day, so that the code is always staying updated, so there's no sort of risk of other people learning it. Those two-factor authentication apps which generate a code, you could almost have an interlinking app that does that for parents and kids. Because I mean, they even do that with your food deliveries now. With delivery, you have to give a code at the door just to get your food. So I feel like with people, your children, that could be a really useful way to add a little extra security layer to your kids when picking them up from school or clubs, or you're worried about other people trying to get them out of school or something like that when they shouldn't be. But you can see there's all sorts of things that are coming up. So really, I think ChatGPT or deep research modes are a great way to add really quick research to start spitballing ideas and coming up with stuff. Or even, maybe give it a subreddit that you've been researching, you've come up with some ideas, give ChatGPT the same command to go and deep research that and see if they're coming up with more validation for your ideas, yes or no.